Media is a platform for disseminating information, education and entertainment. On this note, the Departments of Business and Mass Communication at the Crest University College, Accra, held a forum and discussed media business and professional journalism. The Director of the college, Professor Anand Agrawal, expressed his gratitude and briefed the students the targets of the school and the forum.
It is very important for the students, and for BCC, whatever is important for students is very important for us. Because in BCC, what are we targeting is skill development of the students. We want students to be ready for the employment with the companies in the future or to become an entrepreneur. And that is why these events provide more learning as compared to the classroom learning.
He also urged the students to participate and take initiatives on campus and make the forum very relevant.
I'm requesting all the students to organize and participate in these kind of events more often.
Abeku Agri Santana, radio and TV presenter, CEO, Kayatos Company, and speaker at the forum, educated the students the value of branding themselves to be professional journalists.
There is competition, and you cannot run away from competition. It will come. So how do you survive? You need to distinct yourself. How you sell yourself is how people will buy you. Brand is a collection of perceptions in the mind of the consumer. It's a perception. It's a perception. Show your value. Let people see your value. You have to set goals, write down a mission and a vision, your personal brand statement. And the 3 steps are first discover, and that's what I said. When I discovered that I'm not a good science student, I discovered that this is my passion. Then after discovering yourself, you must differentiate. I have to be different from the others. There are a lot of presenters who sound like Abeku Santana. Why? Because it attracts. Then delivery.
Manasi Azuri Awuni, a multiple award-winning and freelance investigative journalist, also a speaker on the forum, advised the students to read and use well the tools for disseminating information as students journalists.
Reading. If you're a journalist who does not read, then you will never going to be a good journalist, because reading opens your mind. It makes you analytical. Something happens, everybody can write about it, but you can just write about it and it goes viral. Not because you are more intelligent than everyone else, but sometimes the style.
The entrapment of the speaker's message compelled both students and lecturers to ask questions to understand the principles and ethics of professional journalism. The Dean of Business and Mass Communication and Chairman of the Forum, Dr. William Kwame, asked the speaker's opinion on the Sex for Grace scandal currently trending at the University of Legon, Ghana.
Sex for grace. The hypothesis was not tested at all. And I say this because when you are going to meet somebody, you are not the real character. There are 2 things we do in investigative reporting. You either get somebody, when you're going undercover, you either follow somebody who is going through it naturally. So you have a student of the university who is being pursued by the lecturer. Then you will be an independent person first.
The caption or the purpose of the undercover did not suffice, because he said sex for grade, and neither of the undercovers are close to students of the university. So how do you establish a link that indicator did not follow the hypothesis of getting information as undercover? However, there's some degree of closeness of a lecturer and a student which have been established, and there's a lesson here. So it's the 2 sides of the coin.
Some of the students and lecturers also wanted to know the principles and ethics of Mr. Abeku Santana and Manasseh Azuri.
My question is twofold for you both. You're men of principle. So first of all, please share with us what your principles are. And secondly, you have influence and leverage on people and the environment wherever you possess yourself.
They ought to take money to actually kill stories. You never did. I want to know, how do you separate principles from ethical standards in journalism?
My principle in life is to help others. My way of life, I've been doing from infancy. It has nothing to do with my role and my personality as a media person. So it depends. It depends on you, the individual, the principle that you want to set for yourself. You understand me?
Journalists are not supposed to benefit unduly from their work. So you can't get the information and go and use it for money. So I get information that somebody is doing something wrong. Then I go to the person, well, I have this about you. If this story goes, everybody will be talking about you. So do something. You are benefiting illicitly from the information you get as a journalist. So it ends in bribery and corruption, but it also infringes on the difference. The ethical standards are stated, the principles are there, but if you are somebody who holds on to values of integrity, righteousness, and principles that society like, you always almost will be out of trouble. You only have to be extra careful when you are dealing with.
As the journey was getting to an end, two of the students had two relevant questions on the security of journalists and how Manasseh Azuri does his stories.
Come to Ghana, what committee has been set or rules and regulation to govern and protect journalists in Ghana?
The protection for me, or the best protection against journalists who face such barbaric acts, is that the laws of the country should work.
I wanted to find out what you were doing in the CMA, because I am a bit familiar with the terrain. Because I want to know how you pick your stories. What leads you to these stories that
What was I doing in the CMA? I went to do a story, and normally with the stories, you get people who will give you the tips. Once you establish yourself as a credible journalist, people are going to give you information. Sometimes it will surprise you to know that those people are even politicians in the same government. So a minister in a Akufo-Addo's government can give you an idea of a story that is damaging to the Akufo-Addo government because they don't like it. And then they know that because they are inside, they can't talk about it. So they'll call you and say, okay, ABC, look at this, and see what we get, because we have to make this country better. This is not what we promised the people they voted for us. So as for the story ideas, they come from all angles.
The forum ended successfully with a lot of education, information, and entertainment. Ignatius Ewa reporting for UTalk, Crest University College, Accra.